Good morning, Bella Vista. You're about to be in the know. Boy, do we have a lot of really cool things to tell them, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, quick little update on how we're doing on the assessment vote.
So if you haven't already done so, make sure you vote. Vote now. Get it done. Don't put it off. Don't do it next week. Do it today. Vote. Ballots have been in the mail for a while. Your email, if you haven't received anything now, contact us. Check your spam filter on your email. Just make sure. We're at 10.3%
Good.
after a week, and it's mid-August when it ends. So I'm optimistic right now, knock on wood, that we'll hit quorum.
Well, and I hope a lot of people did the electronic voting because that makes it a lot easier,
Makes it a lot easier,
Yeah.
and we want to start really shifting that way. The last board vote, 70% of all ballots cast were electronically.
Excellent.
So that's good. So if you haven't voted, please do so. That's really important.
Okay. So, let's talk about the 4th of July.
Yeah, the 3rd.
The 3rd of July in our
3rd
case.
of July with the fireworks, and the 4th of July. So that's coming up. We have a sold-out event at Lake Point, and the fireworks on the dock. And we know that traffic in that area is going to be busy. It's always busy by the Loch Lomond Dam. So be prepared for that. But it should be a really fun event. And we're looking forward to it.
Well, the police usually do a really good job of controlling the traffic, so it's kind of nice.
Just make sure you stay off the greens. Don't get on the greens. Every once in a while, we have staff there to make sure people don't get on the greens and do any damage.
Well, and also I know that your lake rangers kind of keep the boats back a little bit from the dock.
Well, yeah, you have to. So
Yeah.
that's going on. Now, on the 4th at the Gear Garden, we have Crazy Willie's ice cream, chicken lele, and Meltdown Munchies. So nice food trucks. On Saturday will be Family Day. And we have Crazy Willie's again, Chicken Lele, Fuegos, and caricatures from 3 to 5. And then Sunday is Jazz Sunday. Crazy Willie's, Chicken Lele, Fuegos, Holy Moly Mini Donuts. Oh, that sounds actually good. And Latin Jazz and Bossa Nova from 4 to 7. So a lot of fun stuff to do on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So a lot of activities.
Well, let me put in a little plug that's not really POA, but it's kind of a July 4th thing. Don't forget about the parade.
Absolutely.
In front of, it'll go through the Allens parking lot and around. And watch for BVC TV. We're number 50 in line.
Wow. But there's only 40 in the parade.
Yeah, right. No, there's about 100, I think. But anyway.
Wow.
I know. For a small town or a small parade, it's pretty big. Okay, so what else is happening there?
We also have on...
Let me ask you a question. Isn't there something going on, too, at BV Barn Grill? Or is it just come on and be with us on the 4th?
So, I have no idea.
Okay. I think so. I think that's what...
Oh, here he is. Well, we have on July 5th at Highlands, we have Trivia Night starting at 6 p.m. With Paul Gomez running that. I should have probably put all these in date order, but I did not. And then on the 7th, we have Karaoke Night at Highlands. So Monday the 7th from 5 to 8. And then at BV65 on July 11th, we have Colt Ball, singer, from 5 to 8. And Isaac Keith on July 25th from 5 to 8. Both of those are at BV65. And at Lake Point on July 17th, we have Dueling Pianos with Connor and Ellie from 5 to 8. That kind of sounds fun.
That sounds like a blast and a lot of wine. That's what it sounds like. As long as people don't start going up there and singing with the pianos.
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. I've seen it happen.
Exactly.
But that's a lot of fun stuff going on. And so we encourage everybody to come out. Have fun, do the karaoke night. There you go. Now, we also, at the last board meeting, we talk about trails.
Yes.
So the Trailblazers have brought forth to the board 7 proposed trails. One of them got tabled. We need to do more research. That's fine. We'll address that next month. But the other 6 were approved. And a lot of these have to do with creating connectivity close to the bike park.
Yes.
So if you're living close to the bike park, you can bike in, which makes sense. It's almost like the ski resorts, being able to ski in, ski out. Kind of the same thing. You can bike in, use the bike park, and then bike home.
Yes, yes, that sounds really good. And you're right, that connectivity part is really great. Yes, they're new trails, but really what they're doing is just making the trails that are there even more accessible.
Yeah.
So,
and I've talked about this before, is the trails were originally built, with 20-mile loops, and now they're making these shorter loops, 2 and 3 and 4 miles, and make it more accessible for all levels of biking and hiking.
absolutely. All right, well, we got kind of a short talk today.
Yeah, but I'm all set for the 4th. How about you?
Oh, completely.
I mean, look at your shirt. Look at you're all festive.
I'm
your
trying to be.
Earrings and everything.
Everything. I even have red eye. No, just kidding. Not really.
They're bloodshot. Come on.
Yeah. No, I went to a Willie concert this weekend. So
Oh, okay. There you go.
that got rained out. So, but anyway, hey, good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
And I guess we have one of my faves coming up here to talk. Darryl's going to be with me in a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get out and have some fun.
And vote. We're back, and I get to talk to one of my favorite guys.
Awesome, JB. Likewise.
Darryl Muldoon, who is the director of golf. Is
Operations.
I mean, no, there's several of you doing a lot of things.
Yes, there is.
But, so, give us an update. What's going on?
Well, I actually just ran the rounds for June, and I'd love to share them.
Okay.
So we ended June just 3,000 short of last year, which was record setting. We had Highlands closed, so that's pretty impressive just to be 3,000 down. What I like to see is over the last couple of years, I'm watching our member rounds go up. So membership rounds were up 1,000, and our guest rounds were down 2,000. So that's fantastic. Year to date, we had 87,000 rounds of golf. It's a lot of golf. We 8,000 down. Once again, it was a slow start to the year with all the rain. And then Highlands being closed, but that's phenomenal. Range buckets, we are super busy. We had 29,700. We up just over 6,500 on range buckets. So
just through June of last
That's through June.
My goodness, and we didn't even have it open.
Correct. It's awesome. Super busy. So we're in a good place, and that's kind of where golf is right now.
All right. That sounds really great. So let's talk a little bit more about Tenured.
Okay.
You just, what's happening there? Has it slowed down any? You said no.
No.
But, the machines?
Everything's going great down there. We are super busy. The JSC put a little deal in there, 2 buckets per session maximum. We had some people that were really enjoying it, going out there, hitting 5-6 buckets and hogging bays. So just be aware of that for everybody else. We all want to enjoy this great product we have out there. One thing did come up, and it comes down to the rainy season. We had to go on and close Tanya Creek down Sunday morning. We had that microburst come through Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And that put a lot of rain down, 2 inches in a short amount of time. What happens is it just, everything gets wet out there. We can't pick and everything like that. And one of my members reached out to me and said, what's going on? Well, it doesn't look bad. I can hit off the mats. I said, so I agree, you can hit off the mats, but it's not the mats that's the problem. It's where the balls come down. We've got this beautiful manicured driving range that looks like a golf hole where the balls plug. And when they plug and it's all wet out there, my staff has to go out and pick it out with a fork and get it out. They don't want to do that again. Second thing too is we can't pick golf balls because it's too wet out there, and they just they plug into that grass. So we had to close it. And one of the things I always remind all golfers in our membership, check today's play.
Yeah.
That's huge because it can change. So we had it closed all day. By noon it had dried out and the pickers were working just fine. So we opened at noon. So I encourage everybody, go to today's play. We update it on the hour. and we can say, hey, we might be open. That might also happen on the golf course. We'll be carts on path in the morning, dries out, carts off path, or vice versa. When the microcell blows through like it is doing right now, it's kind of crazy. So encourage everybody. Today's play, we make it accessible. I save it on my phone so I can check it every morning, and we go from there. We're just trying to look after our product that we have out there, and we're proud of it. So
Absolutely.
that's kinda where that is.
So, you know what I'm amazed at, even though we've had record-setting rain, we haven't really flooded like we have in past years.
Touch
Have
wood.
we?
Touch
Oh,
wood.
sorry.
No, we have not. No, we have not. The river seems to come up and then go down, and we're very lucky. I remember I've been here forever when we've had floods and golf courses closed for a month.
Yeah.
But we're very lucky so far. So we are enjoying some of the rain. I like it in the evenings, not to
Yes.
interfere with golf.
Yes.
And then we'll go from there.
But you know, you've got some hardcore players out there. They'll try to play in the rain.
We
I've
do.
seen them.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about Highlands. Is the grass growing?
It is, man. We live out there, and I've been watching it. I was out with Greg yesterday, and I spoke to Graham too, our director of golf maintenance. And it's incredible to see it sat dormant for so long. It was in the ground, and with this heat, it's just like they turned a switch on. It's crazy. I was talking to them. They have mowed the fairways 3 times now. That's the new stuff, which is great. Getting it to height, helping it spread out. So he's very optimistic. He loves what's coming, what we're seeing. So it's night and day.
Yeah.
Went from brown to green, which is really good. We're super excited to see what that product's going to be like in September when we open.
Yeah. So booking times, is it easier, harder? Help people get what they need.
Oh, you put me on the spot right now.
I know.
No, it's tough this year, especially with Highlands being closed, but we're trying to better our product, better what we have in Bella Vista. So we've got to go through those growing pains. I always tell everybody, we have open tee times. Now look, it might not be what you want at 7 in the morning when it's nice and cool. There's times in the afternoons. I also want to remind everybody, we have shotguns open for those early morning tee times. Nate does a great job in golf operations. We spread out the tee times, especially in a shotgun. If you want to tee off at 8 o'clock, beat the heat, join those shotguns. Get out there, play. You'll be home by 12:30. Life is good. Otherwise, play in the afternoon. It is, but if I watch every day, pull up the tee sheet and look and see when people are booking, those early Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings are gone super fast. People are sitting there getting on, but there are tee times available. Just be accommodating, find a different time to play. We'll get you on the golf course. We're not at capacity. So.
And use the booking tool, because if you wait until you want to play golf, then you're going to be
Too
disappointed.
late. Yeah, members can book 10 days out, and that's where we're seeing the members are getting the bookings, which are great. Guests 7 days out. We have had a couple issues. TEI's run some updates, our booking engine. We've had some issues, like this morning it was down for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you see it down, call the pro shops. My staff's great. They'll be there, they'll help you, they'll look at other courses. We'll get you on the tee sheet as best we can, as close as we can to your desired time.
That sounds good.
But there are tee times available, so that's where it is.
Got anything else to say? What's the 4th of July? Is that like a lot of golfers? What's up?
There's a lot of golf. We've got a tournament. The Friends of Highlands have their yearly fundraising tournament. It's not on Highlands this year. It's at Scottsdale. So that course is full, but everywhere else is rocking and rolling. This is kind of a time in golf on our event side that we slow down a little bit because it's super hot. We have a couple of events coming up. We got our junior camp starts the 16th and 16th through the 19th. That is our second junior camp. First one was super successful. My team will be running that. We have a Titleist fitting event. Titleist have come out with new irons. Hot on tour right now. That is on July 25th, so get signed up for that. That's when we bring a professional fitter in with everything, all the top shafts, and we sign up, we get them fitted for that. And then we have our men's club champs in the middle of August. That's August 16th. Entry forms are out last week, but that's about it. We slow down a little bit because of the heat, and then we ramp back up in September.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where we are.
All right. Well, any, I'm going to say last words, but I don't mean it like it sounds. Is there anything else you'd like to tell everybody?
Hang in there. That's all we can say. Hang in there. Golf's in a good place. You can get a tee time. And my team is here to help you all.
There you go.
Appreciate you.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you in future, I know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care, and you're now in the know.